Hello and welcome to another Get On With Maths video. Today we're going to have a look at writing in standard form and in ordinary numbers. Like all activities in this Gradu8 series, what I want you to do is have a look at the 8 questions around the grid, have a go at all of them, pause the video when you're doing that, and then unpause the video and we'll go through some answers. So pause the video now and have a go at the following. Okay, if you've unpaused the video now, it means you're ready to go through some of these. Okay, so we've got a real range of questions asking you first of all to write some things in standard form, and then some questions as well asking you to write things in ordinary numbers. So what we're going to do then is go through and have a look at each of these. So to start with then, we're going to have a look at this question up here. It says, write the following in standard form. So when we write in standard form, the reason we use standard form is to write really, really large numbers. Okay, so some of these numbers aren't particularly massive or particularly small, but what we're going to do is we're going to use that so you can get used to how they look. So for this one here then, I'm going to start you off and I'm going to write out 1.1. And the reason I've written that is when we write in standard form, we write numbers between sort of 1 all the way up to 9. So they're always single digit numbers, and then we've got the decimals afterward. So 1.1 because I've put a point in here. Now, you're going to write times 10. And the next decision then is what the power is that's going to go here. Okay, so that's really simple. All we need to do here is work from our decimal point and then count our jumps. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our first answer here is going to be 1.1 times 10 to the power of 7. Okay, really, really simple. So let's look at this next one then, okay? And this next one's a little bit harder. It wants it written in an ordinary number. Now, this over here is an ordinary number, okay? The thing we started with on this side. So effectively, we've got the answer, and we're going to work backwards. So we've got 9.2 times 10 to the negative 6. Well, if a positive number made this get larger, then a negative one is going to make it get smaller. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to think about the decimal point, and instead of it jumping to the right like we did over here, we're going to jump it to the left. Okay? So if we got minus 6, we're going to do 6 jumps. So it's going to go 1 jump, and then 2 jumps. Okay, and now each of these jumps that we do, I'm going to just put in a 0 in here. Okay, so we've done 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps. I'm going to fit this in. 5 jumps, and then we'll squeeze the 6th one in here. So 6 jumps here. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros now ahead of it. So to write this one out, you can have 0 point. And then we had 5 of those zeros, so 0, 0, 0. There we go, and again and again. And then our numbers here, 9 and 2. Okay, so a little bit more complicated, but it's just thinking about those jumps again. So if we look at this one over here, write the following in standard form. You've got 0.000558. Okay, and this time we're writing it in standard form like we were doing earlier on. So to start with then, your first bit, and this will pick you up a mark really easily, is just to write it out like this. So you've got 5.58. Why have I done that? Because obviously you need to start with a number between 1 and 9, and then any of those decimals you've got afterwards as well. Okay, so 5.58 times 10. Now obviously this one at the moment is a negative, okay, so we're going to figure out how we got there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because we want to go in between the two of them. So it's going to be to the negative 4. Okay. Next one then over here, write the following as an ordinary number. So this time we're going to write it out again. So this is a really, really similar question to the one you had up here. So you're going to have, if you're looking at these jumps then, you're going to go back sort of 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jumps. And that's where the decimal point's going to go. So you're going to have 0 in here, 0 in here, and a 0 in here. So you get 0.0000, and then it's 862. Over here, write the following in standard form. Okay, so you're going to start off really easy now, get into habit, 4.715. Okay, and that's going to times by 10 to the power of, and let's just have a look at this then. So if our decimal point was going in here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so really easy. Next one, write the following in standard form. Well, this one's a little bit weird. Okay, so I'm going to do 9 times 10 Okay, and then if it's gone back by 1, just use your same steps as before. Okay, so think about how that decimal's going to have done that. You're going to go -1. Next one, write the following as an ordinary number, 9 times 10 to the power of 3. Out of curiosity, 10 to the power of 3 is just the same as 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. So 9 times by 1,000, really easy. You can just see how this works, is 9,000. Okay, and then this next one then, 1.616 times 10 to the power of 5. So ordinary number again. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be a 0 in there, and it's going to be a 0 there. So you can have 1, 6, 1, 6, 0, 0. Okay, so lots to comprehend in that video there, guys. Lots of moving things around. Make sure you're drawing out your jumps each time. I really do recommend you look back over this video and have a look how we've answered each of these. Keep practicing and check out the other videos in our Gradu8 series.